Hello and welcome to the KVMC agency once more, where we will extend your training and you will be learning how to encode and decode with a cipher wheel. This is a copy of the cipher wheel that we will be working with. In order to be able to use this cipher wheel, we will need to cut out both of these circles. Like this. So now that we have both of these cut out, we're going to take the smaller one and place it on top of the bigger one. Go ahead and line up the letters to start. So when you want to encrypt a message, what you'll need to do is translate each letter from inside to outside. So let's say I turn it just like that. Then we have that Z goes to A, and A goes to B, B goes to C, and so on around the wheel. If we want to turn it again, or maybe even a few more times, we can have A goes to E, B goes to F, C goes to G, and so on all the way around until Z goes to D. So, what you'll need to do with a friend is decide where you want your cipher wheel to go. If you and a friend say, I want W to go to A, then you'll line it up. And for all of the messages that you give each other, W will go to A, and all of the other letters will line up on the cipher wheel. Now, let's work with this sample message. If you want to send to your friend, I want to go to the movies to see Toy Story. Then we come over to our wheel and see. I goes to M. M. Find W, W goes to A. A. Find A, A goes to E. E. And N goes to R. R. And so on until your message is completed. If you want to try to figure this out on your own, go ahead and pause the video before I reveal the answer. The answer that I have is this message. Now let's look at an example of decrypting a message with this cipher wheel. Now remember, W goes to A, but that means when we have a message that is all jumbled up, A goes to W, and we work backwards from the wheel. So, let's see. M. Now we're working from the outside of the ring. So, M goes to I. So I will write an I. X. Find X, and X goes to T. So then I'll write a T. Continue this pattern until you have a message that makes sense. If you would like to finish the message yourself, go ahead and pause the video before I reveal the answer. I got, it is going to rain today. And that is how to encode and decode with this version of the cipher wheel. There is also a version of the cipher wheel attached in this video below with a blank outer circle. This is for you to fill in yourself. Can you think of a way for us to make this cipher wheel even harder for someone to guess? Maybe we could try rearranging letters of the alphabet. So let's try it out. Now, to make this message harder to break, I'm going to fill in the letters of the alphabet on the outside of this ring. However, instead of putting them in order like we did last time, I'm going to mix the order of the alphabet. Make sure when you do this, you include every letter of the alphabet once. Otherwise, your code won't work. Just like this, with every letter of the alphabet written exactly one time. Now, we're going to take our smaller wheel, place it on top of the bigger wheel, and I'm going to start by lining up the A's, just to get a good look at this wheel. Now we can see A goes to A, but B now goes to X. C still goes to C, but D goes to B, E goes to N, and so forth, all the way around the wheel. Now let's say you want to encrypt this message. Yesterday, I had chicken nuggets for dinner. So, we come over to our wheel, and we can see that Y goes to F. F. E goes to N. N. S goes to L. And T goes to V. Now, continue this until your new secret message is complete. Just like this. Now, our message, yesterday I had chicken nuggets for dinner, is turned into this whole mess of letters. And again, I would never know what this message was trying to say if I didn't have the cipher wheel. Now that was cool. And I'm sure that if someone intercepted your message, but they didn't have your key or cipher wheel, they wouldn't understand what your message was trying to say. Could you think of any other ways that we could use this cipher wheel to encrypt messages? Maybe you could use pictures or symbols instead. Then you would have a whole sentence written in symbols or pictures, and that would be even harder for someone to understand. The whole point of encryption is that you have messages that no one can understand or translate. So that completes your training, and that completes your extended training. I want you to keep thinking about ways that you could encrypt messages and ways that you could keep making those encrypted messages even harder to translate. Until next time, thanks for joining me at KVMC Agency. We'll see you later.